Lions beat the Chargers in a classic game. We're going to get right into it and why this win is even more impressive than, or more fun, more impressive, whatever you want to call it, than it even appeared. It was a fun game to watch, shootout type of game, going on the road. Anytime you go on the road, travel across the country, to come away with a victory is just absolutely huge. But before we do that, I want to look ahead. I know. Hang with me. I'm going to go back, but look at why this was so huge. The Chargers game was that kind of road game. Don't know, going across country. What are we going to get? Because we come home now for Lions, or excuse me, Bears, Packers, both at home, both at Ford Field, two struggling teams in the division. This was like, can we get this one? Can we get the Chargers? Then we got Bears, Packers. Boom, love it. And then we go on, we can look at further. I don't want to look further. I just want to look at that right there. So I got four things that really stood out to me and why it was such a good victory and good things to see. Offensively, really, really controlled the game. And look, yeah, you want to look at the defense and be like, come on, you can't give up that many points. But the reality is you're not going to win games 40-0 every week, right? So the defense, though, and try not to be a slappy here, the defense made it hard on them. I know I think they scored like 5 consecutive touchdowns or touchdowns on 5 consecutive drives. So again, I'm not trying to be a slappy, but I thought there was the goal line stand there where we stopped them like 10 consecutive times, and there was a pass interference on Cam Sutton that I didn't like. So the defense made it difficult, but at the end of the day, they couldn't get the stops. There were some things that the defense needs to clean up, but it it you can do it because the offense was doing so well and the running attack was so good. And then you've got the threat of the run constantly, and you've got Jared Goff with the hard play action. And what happens is you do that all game in that final drive, hard play action, Khalif Raymond, 40, 50-yard gain or whatever that was, puts you right in field goal range and puts you in the position to do something. Then I love using fourth down so well. Remember when Dan Campbell was here in 2021, he wanted to be aggressive and all that, and we just didn't have the players. I mean, so when you go for it on fourth down, it just didn't work, or it just felt forced. This now, and when you're so successful on fourth down, it looks good, then you love it. But the Lions use the 4 downs so effectively in this game. So it would be 3rd and 7. They would run it for 6 yards, and now it's 4th and 1, and they would get so they used 4 downs, and it really changes the math on what you're trying to do as an offense. So we saw that the final drive. Go to that again. Sam, I mean, look at that final drive. It's 4th down on the road. You're leading your division. All the things that we dreamt up that we wanted to see. And what happens? This draft pick, this guy from Iowa that me thought, what are we drafting, a tight end? Like, what are we doing? He's outstanding. He's the guy we go to 4th down, end of the game, to get the play that we can then just run out the clock and kick the field goal. So offense, running attack, Sam Laporta, these are all things that are just, this is stuff that you heard the broadcast where they kept saying, this team can win the Super Bowl. This team's going to go far. Romo, love Romo. And it's like, okay, like, right. I believe it now too, because of all these different pieces. Sam Laporta was one of that. 4th down, the running attack, the offense as a whole is a Super Bowl caliber offense. And the defense is hard to know what the defense is. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. And because it's hard to know what the defense is. It's like, I want to believe they're not good, but they continue to be good against the run. Now they give up a bunch of points today, so it's like, I don't know, but the defense is not bad. And the defense made it hard on the Chargers. Again, call me out there. Maybe I'm being a slappy and just being like, oh yeah, when they give up 38 points or whatever it was, but it didn't feel like the Seahawks game where this, I don't know. It just felt a little bit different. But again, the offense played at such a level that it just didn't really matter. So let's take a look at 3rd quarter. The Lions said that they wanted to be a focus, right? So the Chargers score right before halftime, and then it's just, man, the third quarter is always just something that we're trying to figure out. Come out of the locker room and get something going. But LA would cap the drive with an 18-yard strike to Jalen Guyton with Kirby Joseph just a second too late. Now it's 24-24. So we don't come out terrible, but that just doesn't happen. We don't do the right things or whatever. Third quarter kind of gets away from us. It's 24-24, just like that. So the Lions answered with St. Brown. By the way, I mean, geez, this is why the Lions are a Super Bowl contending team. You've got star players like St. Brown, who, I mean, he's one of the best receivers in the National Football League is on our team. So it's huge. 3rd and 2, he picks up 33 yards. Next play, wide receiver screen to him, touchdown, boom. Great players, great scheme, great play call. All that works. Awesome. So let's skip ahead to the fourth quarter. Here was what I'm talking about, where it's like, man, the Lions played really well. They couldn't get on them. They had a sneak from the half-yard line that's like just kind of an automatic touchdown in today's NFL with the push and all that. No, they can't get in. So now it's a critical 4th and goal. Looked like a stop initially, but the refs called a weak pass interference call on the 1-yard line. So now they get another chance at it. Eventually they get in again, 4th down, 31-31 tie. Okay. Lions rookies. So Gibbs, 14 yards. Laporta, 19. 3rd and 1, Goff laid a perfect play action to Brock Wright. So you remember this. This is where Ben Johnson is one step ahead. It's 3rd and 1. We're all thinking, boy, just get this first down. We just got to keep the drive going. What do the Lions do? They put in Brock Wright and then Antoine Green as well. Just saying, hey, this is a run. We got our backup, but there's no threat of passing here. And what do? Play action, Brock Wright, touchdown. Huge. I mean, just, oh my gosh. So the Chargers don't go away. They keep coming back. Allen, 38-yard touchdown. Another great play call. Tony Romo called it. It was like, give him an option. So it's like sell out run, but then he's rolling out. Really good play call. Everything was great there. Keenan Allen, touchdown, 38-38. Now, here was the play that I loved. Opening play of the drive, Khalif Raymond, 41 yards. There we go. But again, that 4th and 2, they go to Laporta. They're able to sit on the clock. And Patterson, which I love Patterson, by the way. I loved him 2 years ago, whatever. And then he was the one that settled the kicking down. Then we release him. That was like a weird thing. We'll never get the full story on that because he goes to Jacksonville, does great for them, but then we trade for him, even though we've got a bunch of kickers. It's like crazy. So the Lions did a lot of things well. This is more impressive than you think because we've got so many things that we can go to offensively when we have to. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one. Lions 7-2, staying ahead of the Vikings, and we'll see all of you on the